Oh, Reds versus Blues, guys. What an absolute blockbuster. Look, my prediction before this game, I thought that the Blues would just have a little bit too much firepower, but I thought it was always going to be close. And look, I thought it could either go both ways. Look, the first half, wasn't it physical? Oh, I got noted here. Harry Wilson, that first 5 minutes, some of the ball carries were just absolutely brutal. He was like a stallion taking off down the fairway. Just, I don't even know how the Blues stopped him. He was absolutely brutal. But he wasn't the only one. The Queensland Reds forwards absolutely came out the blocks and just tried to run over the top of the Blues. Look, the Reds really fired some shots, and Vunivalu was the next big play when he scored that try in the corner, only to be disallowed. Fortunately, from there, the Blues went down the other end. And look, they were equally clinical. They were physical. They were brutal. Their passing was quick and slick. And look, they got the first try of the game. The next big play of the game, I've got the Blues had a shot at goal. The shot hit the post, and then the Blues caught it off the post. Look, again, they were clinical and brutal. And some of that passing to score the next try was just slick and just impressive, man. Really impressive. Look, half-time, 13-7 to the Blues. The game was in the balance. I thought the Reds or the Blues, they'll come out and take the game in the second half. The next big play from me was about 20 minutes to go, and Tim Ryan, and as SBW referred to him, the junkyard dog, woof, woof, woof. Didn't he score an absolute ripper with 20 minutes to go? Look, he skinned Mark Talia, an incumbent All Black, one of the best players in the world, and a 20-year-old like that steps inside and beats Mark Talia. Just an unbelievable talent for the Wallabies in future years, if not this year. Ultimately, the game was in the balance, 34-27 to the Reds, 7 minutes to go. And at that stage, to be honest, I thought the Reds had it, but I knew that the Blues weren't going to go down fighting. Ultimately, they scored a try, and then, unfortunately, Caleb Clark made a dashing break right on 82 minutes in with a good pass inside to Knock to take the game 41-34 to the Blues. One hell of a match, wasn't it, guys? A couple of strategic things I've noted here. Guys, see if you agree with me here. Something I've noticed, particularly with the Southern Hemisphere, they've sort of almost looked like they've adopted their attacking style. So instead of just going, spinning wide, they now, both the Reds and the Blues and other Super Rugby sides, they seem to go sort of 4 or 5 phases wide, maybe wide again, and then just pick and go, pick and go, pick and go, pick and go, and then maybe spin it wide. Just sort of an interesting one. I wonder if they've learned it off from the World Cup from the Northern Hemisphere, but ultimately that pick and go seems to be much harder for that rush defence to shut down, doesn't it? Because pick and go, you can't rush up. You got to realign your defence, and there seems to be a lot of gaps with those pick and goes, doesn't it? An interesting observation with the new rugby. Guys, the players to watch for me. Well, look, I've got to go to Tim Ryan, aka the junkyard dog, as I've mentioned. Look, he's on only 20 years old, a starting debut for the Queensland Reds. Look, the speed he has, he's not a big guy, is he? But he behaves like he's a 130 kilo prop. He's physical, he tackles well, he does the basics well. He is a real player for the future for not only the Reds, but the Wallabies. The other one I've noted, Hunter Paisami. Look, he's always been a great player for the Reds, hasn't he? He's been there and thereabouts, but I just feel like this season he's taking his game to the next level. He's playing with more confidence. Look, tonight he did a brilliant chip kick, a couple of really good chip kicks. His ball carriers were powerful and electric. His passing was superb. Just his game management and his decision-making seems like it's gone up that next level. I think if he keeps up this form, look, he's going to be great for the Wallabies later this year. For me, with the Blues, yeah, Patrick Tuipulotu. For me, he wasn't outstanding tonight, but look, he's an old dog, isn't he? Right? He does the basics really, really well. He made very minimal mistakes, if any. And so, look, guys, is he going to be in the All Blacks side later in the year? Will he be starting beside Scott Barrett? Who knows? The other one I've got noted, Harry Plummer. Look, I think it's probably going to be D-Mac and Beauden Barrett for that starting first 5 position for the All Blacks later this year. But, look, you never know if there's injuries. Harry Plummer was impressive tonight. To me, he wasn't a game changer, but his game management was brilliant. He kicked well. He passed well. His defense was solid. He just had an all-round, well, not spectacular, but just an all-round solid performance. So whether or not, again, like I said, if there's an injury, will he be called into the All Blacks side later this year? Guys, this was an absolute blockbuster, wasn't it? If you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and add your comments on the match. Cheers.